Level 15, a princely persona. The Royal Seneschal is planning something new for Little Ladies' Day. Zilly, how wonderful to have such a reliable helper on hand. As you've no doubt noticed, the Little Ladies' Day festivities are upon us once more. By the way, I must ask, you know of the songbirds, do you not? How silly of me. Of course you do. A trio of princess-styled entertainers were relative unknowns when they first took to the stage, but they've since become the Little Ladies' Day staple. Now we hope to introduce another such sensation. This time the singer will be butler-themed. Titled this new act, The Seneschal Prince, royal among servants and loyal servant to his princess. Prince in question is scheduled to debut in the upcoming festival performance, but it would seem our chosen star is yet to return from picking up his costume. There's ample time ere the show begins. His prolonged absence is a source of concern, to say the least. If only I were not so preoccupied with preparations. Do you mind looking in on him for me? Picot is his name, and he was meant to be speaking with designer Estame's Aesthetics. Closer to the closer to the ether. Right. Oh. Goldsmith's Guild. Okay. Been a while since I've been an old I thought it was the Weaver's Guild. That's Masked Rose, right? Or he's Masked Rose in the Gold Saucer. It has to shine with a sharp frozen brilliance like a blizzard slicing through the darkest night, and it should dazzle like a searing flame threatening to burn your fingers at a merest touch. Doesn't that sound amazing? Wait, which do you want, a freezing blizzard or a burning flame? Oh, maybe you can help. How can we create a silvery costume that melts into chaotic darkness? Should I give up on the shiny element? An adventurer? What can Maribel, famed designer of Eshtame's aesthetics, do for you, darling? Darling? Here at the Royal Seneschal's bidding, you say? Well, I could certainly use some guidance with this costuming conundrum. The costume itself is largely complete. I simply wanted to add the finishing flair in accordance with the prince's wishes, but I'm struggling to envision the image he's trying to convey. Well, there are just so many dimensions to looking dashing. How can one narrow the options down to a single idea? Forgive me, darlings, but I've other projects to attend to. Would you mind coming back once you've helped the lad decide on a more definitive direction? This is not going well. I couldn't ask for a better opportunity, and here I am ruining my own debut. I was ill, yes. I'm sorry to drag you into the dilemma of mine. Of all those who auditioned, they chose me to be the Seneschal Prince. My job now is to become a star performer, and creating a dashing and princely persona seemed the best way to achieve that. I did my research into the subject, delving into books about the most gallant individuals, how they act, how they dress, that sort of thing. But when I tried to explain, it all came out a jumbled mess. What makes a Seneschal Prince a prince among Seneschals? Come to think of it, what exactly is a Seneschal anyway? An unobtrusive servant who anticipates his master's needs, a person of impeccably proper manners. Perhaps you should have researched that instead. You may be right. I've been approaching this from entirely the wrong angle. But at least now one thing is clear. I must learn the ways of a Seneschal if I'm to be the best Seneschal Prince I can be. You seem a knowledgeable sort. Left to my own devices, I fear wasting time on the wrong thing again. Will you help me with my research? The butler did it. Huzzah! Then first things first, I say we speak with a wide variety of townsfolk and learn what the general public expects of a seneschal. Split up that we might gather as many opinions as possible. I'll leave the steps of Thal to you, and we can meet at the Gold Court afterwards. Seneschal is more like a valet than a butler, right? Ah, that word ever puts me in the mind of the first royal seneschal himself, Sultan Balger. It's said that every year one girl was chosen from the townspeople by lot, and he would attend to that lucky lass as her personal servant for the entire day. Festival is no longer about choosing a single princess, of course, but oh, how I still daydream about having an attentive seneschal at my beck and call. As a child, whenever Little Lady's Day came around, I would always hold out hope that this would be the year I was chosen. By the we'd have to make it there eventually. That's not right. I need to do that quest. It's for Fantasia. Seneschal? Why, yes, of course. I have one in my employ. The accomplished ones foresee what must be done and act without need for instruction. Those who stand around awaiting orders have no business taking the position. Oh, maybe it was that. But that was where the different quest. My mistake. There is a quest right there, though. Yeah, I saw the purple thing and it threw me off. My impressions of a seneschal? Well, they strike me as people who excel at preparations. Performing tasks to a demanding lord or lady's satisfaction hinges upon their ability to think ahead, to plan events to perfection. Work as a server at the Quicksand is similar in some respects. We have a special Little Ladies' Day menu on offer this year, and I have everything memorized: the ingredients, the presentation, the flavors, down to the smallest detail. Everything from the main course to the beverages and desserts will be perfect. Above and beyond one's prescribed duties, a server's mission is to ensure as many happy customers as possible. See where he's at. Get that. I'm really lost right now. I have not been old in a while. I mean, not except for like a year. I don't know what like any of the names of places are. This is my starting city too. You think I'd be better at it? Oh, guess what? Zillia was asking about Seneschal's in Pearl Lane, and a merchant offered me an amazing bargain. He showed me a rare urn of incalculable worth, but even the heavenly discounted price was far more coin than I could afford. Come to think of it, what do urns have to do with Seneschals anyway? Nothing, I'd wager. Could it be that you're a little too trusting? Oh, was I on the wrong track again? I could have sworn. See, so Seneschal is someone who serves others, someone who anticipates what needs to be done and prepares for those tasks in advance. In my case, then, I should be a Seneschal who serves his fans. Yes, when I put it like that, it feels right. I should be thinking of ways I can make the crowds happy. That's exactly what I'll do. Now, if you could stick around a while longer, I'd appreciate some help in becoming the best Seneschal I can be. Level 15, a princely persona, complete. Seasonal event. Quest complete. 15. A princely debut. Pico ponders over an appropriate direction for his stage persona. I am to don the mantle of the seneschal prince, yet while I've grasped a clear picture of the theme, I must needs think of how best to embody the manner. Seneschal exists to serve, to ensure happiness and satisfaction, which incidentally is how this all began for me. I once knew a girl, years ago. She was my childhood friend, my cherished princess. Alas, she was born with a terrible ailment. She could not rise from bed, let alone leave the house, and thus I took it upon myself to bring the outside world to her. Acted out all sorts of tales, a hero saga, a jester at court. If she wished to hear of it, I would, if it would but make her smile, I would assume any role under the sky. One fateful day, I happened to see a songstress in town. She dazzled the audience, and the elated looks upon their faces. I had to rush back to my princess's bedside to share the experience. Sang and danced my heart out for my audience of one, a performance for her and her alone. Oh, how her eyes lit up. Her happiness was everything I ever wanted. It spurred me to practice day and night, and as I did, I began to feel I truly was a famous performer. Then all too soon did Thal call her to his somber halls. Ever since I've dreamed of making a big name for myself as a singer. If I could perform upon some grand stage, then perhaps my voice would rise up and reach her ears once more. Well, that's why I auditioned for the role of the Seneschal Prince, and why I leapt for joy when I heard that I'd been chosen. Yet even though I began all this for her, it has become every bit my own dream as well. I yearn to sing as that songstress did and stir the hearts of the crowd. Thank you for listening. Talking to someone helps put my thoughts in order. Right, back to the task at hand. Once I've settled on how to best serve my audience, and I should have all the specifics Maribel needs to finish the costume. Let's head over to Little Ladies' Day stage, shall we? With the better part of the preparations finished, it's likely begun to draw a crowd. The sight might inspire some ideas for my Seneschal debut. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Examine the stage with Picot. Stagehand seems swamped with last-moment adjustments, and you can see the fans have already begun to gather. Time to decide how to act as the Seneschal Prince. Then it's now or never. Let's see what clues the scene has to offer us. Help define Picot's Seneschal Prince persona. How can I serve the crowd? Aside from the usual singing and dancing, there must be something I can do. Quicksand employee. Ah, an employee of the Quicksand. Did they not mention offering some exclusive menu over the course of Little Ladies' Day? Beverage and dessert included. I was curious about that myself. Knowing such a thing is only available during the festival makes it all the more tempting, doesn't it? I wonder if they'd be willing to bring out a light meal for the audience. Not only would it benefit the fans, but it would also be an excellent promotion for the Quicksand itself. Songbirds fans. See there, particularly eager Songbirds fan. Come early to ensure a front row experience, no doubt. Rather too early, in fact. My act is first on the program, so he'll be in quite a long wait before his idols take the stage. Can we make him more comfortable? Should we bring him a bite to eat? Yes, of course. He must be exhausted from standing there all this time. The least I can do is make him more comfortable for the duration of my performance. Royal Seneschal. Yes, of course. If we're speaking of Seneschals, we should look no further than the Royal Seneschal himself. Such a courteous demeanor and so precise in his movements. Now that I think on it, no matter the work we do together, He is never less than thorough with his preparations. I imagine he would be more than willing to help us implement any new plan we might propose. Been thinking, there is no rule which demands people must stand to cheer and enjoy a performance, is there? Why not have the quicksand deliver some light refreshments, Little Ladies' Day themed, of course, and aim for a more relaxed experience? I mean, it's hardly a novel concept. One often orders a meal while taking in a play or has a flagon in hand while minstrel strums his lute in the tavern. We would simply encourage the same idea. Naturally, I shall rouse the crowd with song and dance, but this will help define the seneschal side of my stage character. Act is finally coming together. As a seneschal prince, I shall both serve and entertain. Come, there's not a moment to lose. I must first consult with the royal seneschal, and then hurry off to make my request to Mistress Momodi at the quicksand. But I must also inform Maribel of my costuming decisions. There is no time. I talk to her in your stead. Let's divide the task between us. You would do that for me? Well, thank you, Zilly. I would be most grateful if you could explain the costume concept to Maribel for me. You truly are my savior. I give you my word. The show will be a great success. Please do be sure to attend. Backdash Dames. Yeah. Move my operations to Limsa because I like pirates. Also because you can get around a lot quicker. Like, Dilly darling, how fares the princely seneschal? Show will feature a healthy dash of hospitality, eh? Sounds fabulous. Singer with the seneschal's poise and a princess style. Yes, darling, I know exactly what this costume needs. Leave it to me. Please let the royal seneschal know that I'll have the outfit ready in time for the performance. Rude exchange. Thank you for lending a hand to young Picote. 'Tis good to know the issue with his costume has been resolved. I mentioned the Seneschal Prince is to be the main new attraction for this year's Little Ladies' Day, and Picote himself is to give the show's opening address. Cannot imagine how events might have unfolded without your assistance. You will stay and watch his performance, yes? I could do, I assume. Standing for so long, my feet have fallen asleep, but at least the show is about to begin. Be starting any moment now. The first act is a debut performance for a new singer, isn't it? The Seneschal, Prince? What would a Prince of Seneschals be like anyway? I have no idea what to expect. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Little Ladies' Day performance. I am Pico, the Seneschal Prince, and I shall be your guide to an ephemeral world of wonder. Imagine you are all weary from the wait. Though it be but a trifle, we have taken the liberty of arranging for refreshments, a special festival menu prepared by our friends at the Quicksand. Sweets. Peach-infused tea accompanied by a selection of spring-inspired sweets. We invite you to enjoy these delights while you enjoy the show. That's for us. Thank God, thank the gods. I was so thirsty. But that new menu has been on my mind all day. What a lovely gesture. I am overjoyed to see you thus pleased. Should this repaste meal with your approval, pray consider a visit to the Quicksand following the show. But with that said, I must ask that you keep all eyes on me. Without your full attention, I am wont to grow jealous. Fair princesses, won't you step closer? I promise it shall be a princely performance to remember. Settle in, my dear audience, and enjoy the spectacle for the Seneschal Prince. He not only entertains with song and dance, but also captures the crowd's hearts with a warm hospitality. Wonderful display. Not bad, not bad. Seems we have quite a show to follow. The songbirds will deliver. We'll take the stage by storm and build this excitement to a raging crescendo. Thank you for coming to my performance. It was all so magical. To see such enjoyment upon each face in the crowd was an indescribable feeling. Did you see how they responded to the touches of hospitality? The Quicksand server even came over to thank me for how quickly word spread about their festival menu. A stunning debut by the Seneschal Prince. We've already been swamped with demands to know when you will be performing next. In fact, I'm thinking of setting up an encore performance while the festival is still ongoing. That's so. Well then, I shan't disappoint my fans. I wonder if my dear friend was watching me too, from Thal's distant halls. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. For as long as I have the privilege of standing on that stage, I mean to spend every moment delighting all who attend. I almost forgot. I had Maribel craft you a matching costume. Not alone up there in front of the crowd. I felt you standing beside me, as you have been every step of the way. Given your part in all this, you are every bit a Seneschal princess, so please do me the honor of accepting this gift. It's the least I can offer you for your patient assistance. Now, I must be off to prepare for my next appearance. Bye. I too offer my sincerest gratitude for elevating our celebrations to ever greater heights. Little Lady's Day festivities have only just begun, but I suggest you go and enjoy them while they last. Level 15, a princely debut, complete. Seasonal event quest complete. Even unlocked, I want to be your pop star.